idea is a little bit about addressing the topic that Alejandro Aravena gave us, which is, the battle to have a better environment. So my approach to battle is that there's always in the world there are dualities, and those battle with each other, And for instance, there's men and women, there is nature and technologies, industry against ecology, and all of that. And if one has an approach to build knowledge, then you can synthesize these differences. As architects, we know very well how to synthesize everything, into a unified solution. So my idea is build knowledge to avoid the battle, because both parties have, every side, if it contributes, every aspect of the duality, when it can contribute to the holistic thing, there is enrichment instead of knowledge. So my approach is to show the inventory of strategies of all the 25 years of my practice here, and to say that we are not here to just build houses, we are here to build knowledge. We need a new knowledge to be able to build our buildings with a much less negative impact, rather positive impact on the environment, on the socio-economic conditions. So my approach is, for this year, the statement I would like to make is that we are here for building knowledge. We are not only furthering knowledge through all the 25 years of our practice in each and every area of technology, of human part, involvement and engagement in their own, helping empowerment so people can solve their problems. Every bee and every ant is working on his own house. So why are we so alienated, and why is housing is something that is managed through huge financing from the banks? In ways, you need to be so professional. You can't paint even your own walls anymore, and the way it's all structured in the new urban life that we have organized for ourselves makes housing unachievable for people, and people have the right to live better and use their time, not to spend a whole year with this kind of tedious thing about building a house or spending your whole life paying off your loan. No, you should just have the house and get on with your life, I mean, the house that we are demonstrating here is one made out of ferrocement, our current ongoing research towards affordable housing. All the other housing research is organized on one side. On one hand, we have arranged this to express the duality we are talking about. You see material research on one side. That is only one side of the coin in architecture. And the non-material, the form, you don't have to have architects doing this or that. You need to be doing both, always. And architecture has to be a result of all of these researches. I would like to play the music on the background. What a wonderful world. When there's misery, you realize a lot of it is created by ourselves, and there's always something to celebrate. The main thing is life itself, and sometimes people are so burdened by all the construct of how we define living to be, then you're not free and you're not alive, you're just doing a mechanical standard thing, and then you're frustrated. So anyway, coming back to the housing and the exhibition, this is a ferrocement house that is prefabricated for an Indian condition. These are like modular blocks which contain furniture. There's kitchen block, there's there are sizes of units that are good for your cupboards and clothes, and other ones for books and chairs and seats. Every module is ergonomically designed. The idea is that ferrocement is so thin that if you you need to fold it to give it rigidity. So we're using the space for furniture. We've combined all of this so that you don't need to buy furniture, you don't need to do anything. The house itself is only 3 meters by 5, but it looks much more big than that because of the voids and the way they are colored and how there's a place for whatever. Yes. And then this house, which cost us about 4,000 euros in India, this is This is just the start of the research. Then there are, we've taken it through the occasion of the Biennale, we decided to build build the authentic ferrocement pieces that you see in this corner, and you can see in those windows there, you'll see a little pocket of the reinforcement that is actually inside. So that is just to show people. So that is the side of the finished work with all the finished architecture. This is the side of the material research, so you will see how this is also made. The rest of the pieces that are not, they don't need to be materially authentic. Those are, the whole rest of the installation is built out of recycling the last year's German pavilion from the Art Biennale. So we have sourced all those materials. So we are trying to minimize the waste that exists in a place before we enter. And then there's a double recycling. So after the project has had its life, we have students with us here who are exploring the afterlife of this project. So we have been working with local activists in the Marghera area called Biennale, and we are supporting their initiatives, and we are going to contribute this structure to their landscape with adjustments according to their needs. We have also used the money that the Biennale has offered to enrich people from the local area. So we're leaving all the money in the local economy to circulate, and the people of Biennale have helped us to convert the German pavilion to look like what we want to do. So it's a different way of practice where you have an idea, but then you have to rework it in order to minimize the impact. I think this is a way we have to adapt our practice, because there's a lot of unconscious habits that we need to reverse. And this is a good opportunity to show how we could be more sensitive. And on the other hand, for those, so we are offering this as a simple place with a lot of benches. You can come and enjoy when you're exhausted looking at all the exhibits in the Biennale. But for the serious listener, we are presenting all our archive here. We've got videos showing the human processes, because for us the process is more important than the product, or at least as important. And all the material research and the actual samples to show how the serious scientific work that is behind our practice, that's just there in the background. You don't have to, it's not imposed on you as a viewer. But if you are serious and you want to come back and know about our work and look for a specific thing we've done, or you're interested only in our clay research, you can go to table number 2 and look at the video listed there. So there's a whole lot to explore here, and but we don't want to impose it and make it tiring for anyone. So there's just one simple house.
Really?
There's also a toilet beside it.
You can use the toilet?
No, you can't use it. It's just for show. Please don't use it.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much. I love Design Boom.
Thank you.